This video is an introduction to teaching struggling students how to conduct research. Here's a roadmap for this video. In this video, we present specific strategies for integrating technology into the research process to support struggling students, including those with disabilities. Conducting research is an inquiry-based process that involves identifying a question, gathering information, analyzing and evaluating evidence, drawing conclusions, and sharing knowledge gained. The ability to conduct research is a critical skill students need to be college and career ready. To support struggling students who may face difficulties in carrying out this process, teachers can use a range of technology tools to personalize instruction. Teachers need to determine how best to differentiate instruction, drawing on technology tools by considering a student's interests, skills, and motivation. There are 3 evidence-based practices to help accomplish this mission that can be supported by technology tools. The first is to provide direct instruction, which helps students understand what the research process involves and how to carry out each phase. Teachers should explain that the research process is an iterative, inquiry-based process that involves selecting a topic to explore, gathering information, analyzing information, and sharing what is learned. Explicitly show your students how to appropriately select and use digital tools to gather, organize, and analyze information. And demonstrate different ways to share results of research. For example, write a report, multimedia presentations, making podcasts or websites, and visual displays. Here are some examples of digital research tools. For mind mapping, there's Poplet, BubbleUs, or MindMup. For research gathering, you could have students use NoteTaker, Evernote, or Instapaper. For quantitative analysis, you could have students use GeoGebra, Google Spreadsheet, and finally, for geography-based tools, have your students use Google Maps, HistoryPin, or MapMaker Interactive. Step 2 is helping students conduct research for a variety of purposes. Guide your students through a process that allows them to begin by broadly exploring varied topics, selecting areas of focus, and identifying specific research questions that excite them. Help your students assess the validity of online sources based on their purpose and topic of research. And help students select appropriate, technology-supported information gathering strategies based on the topic and purpose of research. Here are some tools to help support information gathering strategies. To conduct interviews, use AudioNote, Dragon Dictation, Skype, Join Me, or Google Hangouts. To conduct surveys, you could use SurveyMonkey or SurveyGizmo. And to use primary sources, consider using the Library of Congress, the National Archives, or the Biodiversity Heritage Library. Finally, step 3, engage students in ongoing assessment. Have your students collaborate with peers to determine if it is necessary to revise their plans for gathering information, strategies, or analysis. Assess if students are using strategies to critically evaluate information. Have your students write or record short summaries of what they are learning using blogs, podcasts, class wikis, or websites. Pause here and consider the following. What challenges do your students face in carrying out a research project? How do you guide your students through the research process? technology tools are most supportive? For more information, please continue using PowerUp What Works.